Were poll pads in Texas caught adding hundreds of voters in real time as a poll was being closed? No, that's not true. The state certified election systems and AMP software, S voting systems e-pollbooks in Dallas County, Texas, previously experienced some delay in the downloading of checked-in voters and then caught up, according to the Texas Secretary of State. The updating of pollbook numbers, even after polls have closed, is normal behavior for an electronic pollbook, an S&Amp's spokesperson told Lead Stories. When a voter is accepted at their polling place, a poll worker records the transaction on an e-pollbook. Once the polls closed at 7 p.m. on Election Day, the upload traffic on the network decreased and, as a result, the downloads appeared to have sped up significantly, the Dallas County Elections website reported. Dallas County's e-pollbooks functioned accurately, but slowly, and correctly recorded the number of voters who were issued ballots on Election Day, the website said. The claim appeared in an article published by Gateway Pundit on November 13, 2022, titled, "Breaking Exclusive: Election Poll Pads Caught Adding Hundreds of Voters in Real Time as Poll is Being Closed." It opened, quote, "The Election Oversight Group, who has been investigating and documenting Georgia's election problems since the 2020 general election, in conjunction with County Citizens Defending Freedom, has provided the Gateway Pundit with more evidence that our election system should not be trusted. This time, it's direct from Texas but has implications and evidence of occurrences in many other jurisdictions." End quote. This is what the article looked like on the website at the time of writing. Source: Gateway Pundit screenshot taken on Tuesday, November 15, 1/18/16/2022, UTC. The article said, quote, "In a shocking video that seems to confirm many of the things we knew but couldn't prove, poll workers in Dallas, Texas captured the number of checked-in voters on their poll pads jumping higher and higher right before polls closed." End quote. The Dallas County Elections Department told Lead Stories via email on November 14, 2022, that they addressed the issue on the rumor control page on DallasCountyVotes.org. The website said, Dallas County's e-pollbooks functioned accurately, but slowly, and correctly recorded the number of voters who were issued ballots on Election Day. Source: Dallas County Elections website screenshot taken on Monday, November 14, 2014. 33/2022, UTC. The Elections Department explained that, prior to the election, each e-pollbook is loaded with Dallas County's list of 1.4 million registered voters. Thousands of e-pollbooks are then shipped to Dallas County's 52 early voting locations and 462 Election Day vote centers and set up at those locations. The website explained the chain of events. Quote, "During the voting period, a qualified voter is accepted for voting at the e-pollbook and the transaction is recorded locally on the e-pollbook. The transaction is also uploaded to a central server hosted by S&Amp's through an encrypted connection. The central server receives the information, updates the database, and then allows all the other e-pollbooks in the system to download the transaction." On Election Day, Dallas County processed over 200,000 voters on the e-pollbooks, which uploaded the transactions to the central server in a timely fashion. However, Dallas County noticed that there appeared to be some delay in the downloading of those transactions to the other e-pollbooks. Once the polls closed at 7 p.m. on Election Day, the upload traffic on the network decreased and, as a result, the downloads appeared to have sped up significantly. Poll workers at many locations noticed the increased speed and continued downloads on their e-pollbooks after the close of the polls and reported those transactions to Dallas County and other entities. End quote. S&Amp's shared a statement on the Dallas County election website. Quote, "We believe the activity you are observing is normal. The continued activity on the pollbooks after the close of polls is expected. Pollbook transactions will continue to update until all data is accurately reflected. As long as pollbooks are communicating with the central server, voter data will continue to sync." End quote. Dallas County addressed this misinformation accurately on their rumor control web page. The updating of pollbook numbers, even after polls have closed, is normal behavior for an electronic pollbook. Katina Granger, Senior Manager of Public Relations for S&Amp, S. told Lead Stories via email on November 14, 2022. She shared more details about the process of e-Pollbook updates. Quote, during Election Day, any activity on the Pollbook, including the check-in of a voter, is recorded as a transaction.